Hello everybody and welcome to the first snorkeling video from Scotland. The region I'm going to be showing you today is Berwickshire and the first spot is Milldown Bay. All of the regions and spots we got from a snorkeling guide. You will be able to find their website in the description below. Here the seafloor was covered by giant kelp forests with occasional sandy areas and otherwise rocky terrain and giant boulders. On these boulders we were able to find a few common urchins. In the open waters we would often see these bioluminescent comb jellies drifting past. Closer to shore, I was then able to find two rather big brown crabs. And while trying to film these, I accidentally recorded a scorpionfish that was hiding right in between them. And near the surface above the rocks we would often see a few juvenile fish swimming about. And above one of the bigger sandy patches we found a big swarm of sand eels. Back on the rocks I was able to find a rather small pollack or cod. Both species can be found here, I just don't seem to get the difference because I'm way more informed on European freshwater fish. We would also find these fish further down, just above the kelp forests and sometimes even in smaller groups. Another species we would often find on the rocks is the blenny. These fish love to hide in the little crevices within the rocks, and if they would decide to actually be lying on the rocks themselves, they would be very well camouflaged. And the second spot we explored was Killydraught Bay, which is a lot further away from Coldingham, and there were a lot less tourists around. Here we found a new type of algae, which is the thongweed, and I know that a lot of people would expect the Scottish oceans to be rather bland or boring, but as you can see here, if you just look close enough you can actually find lots of different colours. Here we were also able to find these red beadlet anemones and dog-whelk snail on the rocks again. And in this spot we saw a lot more common urchins in comparison to Milldown Bay. And we would also find the brown crabs in the usual spots. Yet again, there were a few big schools of sand eels in the open waters. And the juvenile fish near the surface also seem to be guaranteed, though I think this time they might be juvenile cod. And as you know, I'm not too good with saltwater fish, but I think this might be a species of stickleback. And for the first new species we found in this spot, we have a shore crab, which are basically found all over Scotland. We also decided to explore the tide pools, where we were able to find this common starfish. And I also managed to get some really good footage of this hermit crab. And just after getting in to start snorkeling, I found this beautifully coloured place hidden underneath the algae. Back on the open ocean, we're now getting to the bigger fish species, the first one being the corkwing wrasse, and we were able to find quite a few of these. And here right behind it you can see a beautifully blue coloured ballan wrasse as well. And this one is actually the same species but with a completely different coloration. And by far the most interesting creature I found in Berwickshire is the dotted sea hare. These are a species of vegetarian sea slug. This one is 8 centimeters in length, but they can grow up to 20. These I also found hiding in the tide pools, and this is actually the same hermit crab I showed you before. And that's it for the first snorkeling video from Scotland. I'll be trying to release a new video every week, each for a different region. So I hope to see you again next week.